Hey there everybody, welcome back to another episode of Stefan's Kitchen. And this week I'm going to do something a little bit more hearty. So, let's cook bacon tomato pasta. Now this is a recipe that I actually got from my mom a few years ago. And I've made some improvements to it since. And I'll show you pretty much where she would usually end up stopping, where I kind of added new things. So first thing, we're going to take a pack of bacon and we're going to cut it all up. Next, we're going to get a small saucepan and put in a can of diced tomatoes. And you can use your own diced tomatoes, that's fine as well. It probably tastes better with fresh tomatoes anyways. So, next we're going to add in some seasoning, some salt and some pepper, as you've seen there just a moment ago. And, well, now we're just going to add our salt. And this is going to be the base of our sauce right here. We need to make sure that these tomatoes get some flavor through them. So we're going to add in a little bit of minced garlic as well. We're going to add in about a full teaspoon of that all together. There we go. And then we're going to add in a little bit of freeze-dried basil, and you're going to want to add about a tablespoon of the basil, or sorry, not a tablespoon, a teaspoon of the basil. And then you're going to also want to add about a teaspoon of oregano as well. Next, we're going to add a little bit of chili powder, not too much. We just want to add a little bit of earthiness to the sauce itself. So about a quarter of a teaspoon at most. And next we're going to add a little bit of onion powder. Again, about a quarter teaspoon at most, not too much, because you don't want to make it salty or anything like that. And you don't want to overpower the the tomato taste itself. So next we're going to get a hot pan and we're going to add all that bacon that we chopped up to it, and we're going to let it fry out real nice. And make sure you stir it around so that it actually separates, because you don't want it to be all stuck together at the end. Next, we're going to take a 500 milliliter container of whipping cream, and we're going to add it to our sauce, and we're going to, stir it around and make sure that, it all mixes well together. Next, you can take a hot pot of water and have it ready for your pasta. This time we actually use linguini. You can use spaghetti or any other kind of pasta, bow tie, pan, rigatoni, whatever you like. Next we're going to add in the bacon, and yes, we didn't drain it for the fact that if you don't drain it, the bit of grease from the bacon actually helps keep the noodles separate from each other so they don't, clump together. Next we'll add in the sauce, and this is pretty much where the point of where my mom used to actually end the recipe. I kind of didn't enjoy it like that all the time, so I kind of improved on it. First, I'm going to add in some shredded Parmesan cheese, and we're going to add about a half a cup. And basically what we're going to do with that is we're going to stir it around into the pasta, because we want to get some nice cheesy Parmesan flavor going through there. And that'll add a little bit of extra salt as well. So again, make sure you don't over season. Next we're going to add in about a cup of Panko breadcrumbs. You can use any kind of breadcrumbs you want. If you have your own breadcrumbs, that's fine as well. And next what we're going to do is, after they're mixed in, the mixed in breadcrumbs will actually make the sauce less runny and give it a more thicker appearance. And then next what we're going to do is, as you just seen, we're going to put out a little bit more panko on top, as well as some of the powdered Parmesan cheese, and we're going to leave that on top so that it creates a crust in the oven. So you want to cook that until the top becomes a little browned and gets a little bit of color on top of it, and once it does, it's pretty much ready to go. So take it out and let it cool for a little bit, and once it's been cooled down, you can actually just start serving. And as you can see there, perfect servings. Look at that. The sauce isn't too runny. It's after thickening up thanks to the extra breadcrumbs that we stirred into the noodles and sauce itself. And the best thing with the panko breadcrumbs, well, one, they're already done for you. Two, because they're dry and really small, once you combine them into the sauce, you can barely see them. So I hope you guys all enjoyed that, and if you did, please leave some comments and anything you may want to say about it down below. And maybe you make some improvements on it yourself, or maybe you want to add something new, and that'd be cool with me. Just let me know about it. So as always, thank you all for watching. I am Stefan for Stefan's Kitchen, and I'll see you soon for a new episode.